Hello everyone, welcome to Mad About Cards and Crafts and the Something Old, Something New card kit hop. Today we're going to bring you some inspiration, sharing different techniques. We don't want you to focus on the stamps that we're using. We want you to be able to shop your stash. What we're looking for is to inspire you. There's a giveaway. There are a couple ways to enter and I'll get to that in just a minute. This is my first kit. It is the Delicate Flowers kit from Simon Says Stamp. It was released in May of 2019. It came with those beautiful papers, some alcohol ink, the pearls I believe, and some paper. This is my June kit that I recently purchased. It's beautiful butterflies. It as well came with paper and the beautiful butterflies, some Tim Holtz letters, and that little sentiment set, a stencil, and some glitz glitter, but I'm going to be focusing on paper and stamps today. So I am going to show you a my goodness, I just lost my train of thought. I'm going to show you a sketch. There it is. I'm going to show you a card sketch, and I'm going to show you, using both kits, how I am able to mix it up and get some different looks. Let me get back real quick to the giveaway. One of the ways that you can enter is by uploading an inspirational card from this hop to either Handmade Happiness or Krafttherapy. That will get you one entry. An additional entry, you have to have the primary entry first, which is the card uploaded. Then you would get another entry if you subscribe and comment. So we will go through the comments, look to see if you've uploaded a card, and then that will get you a second entry, and the prize is a $50 gift certificate to Joy Claire. My beautiful friend Kiona, who is also the host of this hop, is going to be announcing that. So all of that information will be listed in the description box below. I wanted to show you that I did pre-cut some of my images, or not pre-cut, but pre-colored some of my images with my Karen markers. I will be doing a review on these shortly. The colors I used were apple, cool aqua, pale orange, and rose pink. I'm just showing you some of the products that I am using. So this is from the Delicate Flowers. I'm also using those hexagons. I did show some Lawn Fawn dies, but I don't end up using them. So those are the pieces that I'm using. I decided not to use the floral, but to just focus on those little leaves. I'm sure that you have something very similar in your stash. I'm going to take this paper and I am going to take it over to my Tim Holtz Vagabond and cut it using that patterned paper, and then I will come with a larger hexagon because I decide that I want it backed. So even though the sketch shows a circle, I have already changed it up by using a hexagon, and I am changing it again using a double hexagon. And that's the point of this, is the sketch is just a jump off. It's a way to be inspired. I found my sketch on Pinterest, and they have tons of sketches. That's all you need to type in is card sketches, and you'll be able to find many that are inspirational. This paper right here, I decided to fussy cut some of the florals out, and I am going to use those in my card as well. So I'm trying to use the paper in different ways and also use the design in different ways, which is a really fun way to create. This card took me just a little bit longer because I did have the fussy cutting, and you're going to find that at the end of this video that I redo some of the elements on this card, because when I went to photograph it, I decided that I didn't like the placement of my leaves, and so at the very end of this video I will reconfigure this just a little bit, and you will also get a close-up and a final photo of both cards. So there's my sketch. Here's my first piece of paper. I will have all of the dimensions of the pieces of paper that I cut down, the pattern paper that I cut down, in the description box below. I just don't have them in front of me. But I'm starting to lay out my pattern, and I'm pretty much going with the way that the sketch is, except of course I've used that hexagon, and I look at it and there's just something missing. It seems a little bit flat. I'll lay out my leaves and I will look at it and think, there's something that's just a little bit flat about this. And so I am going to come in with a piece of Paper Tray Ink Lovely Lady paper cardstock, and I am going to cut them down to approximately an 1/8 inch bigger than those pieces of pattern paper. I just felt like it needed a little something something, and so that is another way that I am going to change my sketch. So at first I thought I would try the soft pink. I didn't like the soft pink quite as well as I like this more vibrant Lovely Lady, and you'll see me start to cut that pattern paper, and then you'll see that this actually starts to pop. I thought maybe the gray would be a good choice, and I didn't like that either. So sometimes you just have to play around with different colors and different papers. Ah, look at that. One thing you are going to notice about both of these kits is I really like pink. So the pattern paper in these, there is a little bit more vintage paper in the second kit, which is the beautiful butterflies, but they both have pink, a lot of pink in it, and I did choose to use those pink colors because pink is my favorite color and I think it's absolutely beautiful. Leave a comment in the box below. Let me know what color is your favorite color and what is your go-to color for cards. Now, I am a floral girl. I know that if you are a follower of my channel, you've seen that I've been using quite a bit of creating critter cards instead of floral cards. I was trying to add a little bit of diversity to my channel, but I haven't used florals in a long time, so this kind of fed that need. And I absolutely love the way that both of these cards turned out. I believe there are 8 people in this hop. There will be a link in the description box below to the next person in this hop. I encourage you to follow along. There's just 8 of us. We're keeping our videos to 15 minutes or less. If it takes you a couple days, we would just love for you to follow along and to be inspired. We have, as always, some fantastic creators on this hop. Some people that have never hopped with me before, so there'll be some new people for you to view. And if you are coming over from one of their channels, I want to welcome you to mine, and I would ask that if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love for you to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications when a new video is uploaded. I do try to upload my videos about 2 to 3 times per week, and again, leave a comment, hit the like button. That always helps with the algorithms of YouTube. I am so very close. I'm probably, I don't know, about 80 subscribers away from the magic number of 1,000. And so I am hoping that I can reach that very soon. Here I'm going to start gluing down all of my pieces. I did, as I said, leave that 8-inch border, and then on that little floral piece, or not the floral piece, this one right here, the polka dot, I actually cut it a little bit short, and rather than just redoing it, I decided that I was gonna cut, I forgot to cut it off is what I did. I didn't cut it short. I forgot to cut it off. So the left side isn't gonna have that 1/8-inch border. I'm just going to straighten out my paper. I am gluing each layer on top of each other. I will put some foam adhesive behind that hexagon. I don't show that for the sake of time, but I will show you that. Oh wait, no, it's not on this one. I'm sorry, it's on the next card. So these ones I laid flat, and then I am going to put a pop dot behind just one of the flowers, and then also on my sentiment. So that little strip that is under my hand, I'm actually going to end up using that. I believe that's the piece to stamp my sentiment, so I do try to use as many of the scraps as I possibly can. There we go with that little piece popped up, so I have those little layered flowers. Now is where I will start building my sentiment, and as I said, I thought I liked the way that those leaves were laid out, and I end up wanting more, and so at the very end of the video I am going to have them all pulled off and I will redo them. I do use the grid on my Tim Holtz glass mat to line up my sentiment, and there we go. I can't get it off, so I have to use my Sizzix pick to get that off. I'll put a little piece of foam tape on the end because that center flower is popped up, and that will kind of be my card. On to card number 2, same sketch. I am doing a landscape card, so I did turn my sketch around. I didn't necessarily have to completely follow it, and I don't, but I decided that I wanted to use those florals on that paper, and I needed a bigger doily. This is another Gina Marie Designs die, and I will list that as well in the description box below. I do cut another piece of darker pattern paper. That tealish green or darker green matched the butterflies in the bottom piece, and so I wanted to bring a little bit of that color in. I'm going to glue my panel down as I do now, using my scoreboard to help line it up straight. Then I will put this piece of pattern paper down. I will lay the other one across. I will bring the green one in and put that one over that, and then I will put some foam tape on the back of that doily. There were some pieces that were still stuck in there, so I will adhere that. I'm going to take my Karen marker in, oh my goodness, this one is lush green, and the colors that I use to color my leaves and that butterfly will be listed in the description box below. I'm taking that lush green and I am just going to run some lightly over this piece of Canson watercolor paper, stamp my sentiment, and cut it out using an MFT banner die, which I use quite frequently, and those will pretty much be my cards. Again, I want to thank you so much for hopping along with us. I want to thank you in advance for following along and supporting my other co-creators. Remind you to show them some love as well. And then I'm going to show you a close-up of both of these cards, and that will pretty much be it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a fabulous day. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of music as I rearrange these little leaves, and until next time, again, have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.